Hi, this is Garrity Tonnencourt from morethanasnapshot.com. In today's lesson, we're going to be looking at a plugin from Topaz called ReStyle. And this plugin will help you to add some colorful effects to your images, and it really lets you be creative with trying out different color schemes. So let's give it a try using it on this image of this lighthouse. The first thing I'll do is open it up in Photoshop, and I'm going to duplicate the layer that it's on. That way, if we need to reduce the effect, we have that option. Then I'm going to come over to the filter section and come down to Topaz ReStyle. It'll send my picture over to Topaz and load it up. Okay, here you can see it loaded my image and it already applied a preset to it. But if you don't like the preset, you will obviously want to have choices. So you can see that over here on the left side, there are all kinds of categories like architecture, fashion, graphic, landscape, and so on. And then once you've selected a category, you can run through some preset options to see how it's affecting your image. Now, I think there's a better way of looking at this. And first I'll check landscape, and then I'll check this little box right here, which will take me to a grid view. And this, I think, is easier because now it lets me look at a whole bunch of different options all at the same page. And if there are any options that I like, there's a little star that I can click. So as we come through here, let's say that I like this one. I'll click the little star and it'll put it into my favorites. And I'll come through the list and see if I like any others. I seem to like the ones that are a little warmer in tone on the rocks anyway. Alright, that one looks interesting. Alright. Maybe orange afternoon. Oh, that one's already been selected. I guess I've looked at this before. Alright. Now maybe I'll try a different category. Up here where it says landscapes, if I click this down arrow, I could try nature. And it will redo the presets. And so I kind of like that one. Kind of like that one. Okay, so once you think you have found all the ones that you like, up at the top there's this little box with a star in it, and it allows you to preview all of your favorites. So when you click on that, you can see all the ones that I have favorited. And so now I can sort of go through them and see which ones that I'm not crazy about and take those off. Okay, so let's say I'm not crazy about that one. I can just check the star again and that will unfavorite it. Maybe I think that one's too dark, so I'll uncheck that one. And I think there are better choices than that one. Kind of like that one. Not crazy about that one. This one is okay. This one looks a little bit too black and white. I kind of like that one. This one might be too soft. That one's kind of cool. This one's too dark. Okay. And then I can hit that star button again. It'll update with just the ones that I haven't unchecked, and I can further narrow it down. And I can kind of see that out of this group, I think I'm liking this one. Okay, so here we have the choices that I had made. And let's take out the ones that I don't care for too much. I think these are probably too harsh. And we'll further narrow it down. Now we're getting closer. And I like having the blue in the water. And this one is kind of really warm, and that one's really warm. So I think those two are going to go. And I think that this is that I like. And so, alright, now we have the right preset. And we can compare that to the original. That's the before. And that's the after. And if I want to see a side-by-side comparison, this is what we have done to the image. And I think it's an improvement. I like it. So I am going to accept that change. All I have to do is hit OK. If I really wanted to get more into adjusting it, I do have the option here on the side to work with all of these sliders to make more fine-tuned adjustments to the image, but I like what it's done. So I'm just going to say OK. And it will process it and send it back to Photoshop. And the benefit of having it on its own layer is when I compare the before and after, if I think the effect is a little bit too much, I can come down to the opacity slider and I can try reducing the effect just a little bit or seeing if I like it on full strength. And I think I like it pretty close to full strength. Let's see, I'll try it pretty close to 90%. And that's it. I think it's a pretty cool program, and you should try it out. You can download a 30-day trial from Topaz, and I'll also put a link to that down in the show notes below. So again, this has been Gary DeTonicourt from morethanasnapshot.com.